Today is Saturday, December 31st, my 25th birthday. Whole lot of love so far, and it's 8 a.m. Except that's too many emails. For those of you who have never seen my bedroom, this is where pretty much I pass out. My living room, I have my TV and my couch, but I spend a lot of time in here just because I have all my computer stuff here, and I sleep a ton in this bed. Guess it rained out last night. It's supposed to rain today too. I'm on my way right now to go get a 90-minute massage. You know, I don't treat myself that often to cool things like this, so I'm not gonna actually bring in my camera because that'd probably be a little bit weird. I probably should eat a little bit more because I am kind of hungry, but oh well. I'll be right back. I almost fell asleep during that massage. I don't have any plans today. My coach, my trainer I've been working out with, he said I can have a pizza today. I really want Chick-fil-A right now, so I might go do I'm trying to keep the macros somewhat reasonable because my carbs are gonna be really high today. It's Saturday, and I think that there's gonna be some cars out, so I'm gonna go try to find some cars in Newport. Facebook is so nice. It's so cool to open this stuff, but man, I'm falling asleep in my car because that massage was really good. Stance Nation. Alright, well, as you can see, we're at McLaren Newport Beach. I don't know why that guy just revved at me, but some of you guys may know that I used to work here, and I figured I'd go ahead and stop by. Hello. Oh, Nick. I know you were working today.
What are you talking about? You work every day.
I know. This is a super nice spec too with the orange. For you guys who don't know, I actually worked here for about a year and a half, and this building used to be an AT&T store. And believe it or not, this door back here used to be my office for 6 months. It was a storage closet, and that was when we first started here, I think in 2012 or so. I was looking online at price differences between these cars and a Gallardo, which is the car that I want next, and I definitely do like them a lot. I think that I'd probably prefer a 12C, so maybe sometime next year we'll find one, but just want to get an idea for these cars. That spec is really nice. Just wanted to say a quick thank you to Nick Jones, who has taught me almost everything that I know here at McLaren Newport. I worked here for a while and have a lot of history here. I'm really thankful for people like Nick because one of the main things he had done for me is he was my mentor and taught me everything I know about basically sales and how you treat customers, and he just took 10 minutes of his day to show me around, not really show me around, but to teach me a little bit more and just to have a general conversation. Dang. Nick Jones, the guy that I just talked to at McLaren Newport Beach, he has a very big impact on my life. The first reason is when I worked for Symbolic Motors, which is now known as O'Gara Coach, he had a desk that sat just right next to me, a few cars down. I was in the Rolls Royce showroom. Of course, as soon as I start talking, a Lambo comes up right next to me. But back to my story. When he would do his phone calls to his clients or when he would talk to people in the showroom, I would absorb, I would listen, and that's when I was a receptionist. I didn't know much about cars. I didn't know much about the industry. I didn't have a lot of education, and Nick is the one who really taught me hands-on because I've never read a book in my life. I don't have a college degree. I don't have a high school diploma. I just listened to what people were saying around me and what people were doing in the industry that I wanted to be in. And thankfully, Nick was right next to me for almost 2 years. And just hearing his knowledge, hearing the way he talked to people, how he got through negotiation, how he got through issues with people, and he sold a lot of cars. He was a great employee. There goes that Lambo. Plate said Atomic. And throughout the time that he was there, he really just was my mentor. And what happened was he got a job at Lamborghini and McLaren Newport Beach in 2012. 3 months after he got a job there and was like, hey dude, we need a photographer, we need a marketer, we need someone to come up here. And I was like, dude, this is my opportunity. I had just gotten out of a relationship with a girl that I was in crazy love with. She broke my heart and it sucked. And I was living with my mom at the time, and I just had to move in with her for some issues that I was having. And as soon as I got the offer, it was like, I get to be on my own. I get to go to Newport Beach. I get to have my own house. I get to be an independent man. I was 19 at the time, or 20. And it just felt so good to have a great job, live in a new city, try new things, and it was exciting. I spent 1.5 years with Nick at McLaren Newport Beach and Lamborghini Newport Beach. As you saw, that was my office back there in that tiny room, and I was just there part-time. My main office was at Lamborghini Newport Beach at the old location. It was an experience. It was a lot of fun. At times I do miss it because Nick was my best friend. He invited me over to his house because, I was 20 at the time working with him. I couldn't actually have a social life like at bars and stuff because I wasn't old enough. So he would invite me over every weekend. He would, want to go out and do stuff with me, and him and his wife Nicole is just the best person ever. She has a great business. She's so sweet. And they just always had open arms for me. And I owe a lot to Nick for where I'm at. So Nick, hey dude, if you're watching this, I just want to say thank you. I know that we don't get all mushy and emotional ever because we're both so work oriented, but you've impacted my life in such a way that I can't thank you for enough. A lot of my education is because of you. So thank you from the bottom of my heart for always having open arms to me and teaching me what I know today. So there's Taco Jr. and then there's the old Lamborghini Newport Beach location. I will put photos right here. That's it right there. That's where Lamborghini Newport Beach actually started. I really loved that building. It was me, Sebastian, Pietro, and Nick Jones, and that was it. And we literally were the #1 dealership in the USA for I think a year or two out of that location. And then I know the owners of the building had purchased the old Ferrari location, which is now Lamborghini Newport Beach on Baker Street, which where you've seen my good friend James, the Stradman, take delivery of his Gallardo. You've seen the drift video from Stina Stunts and Samuel Hubinet. That was the location where physically on this road right now, I have driven like hundreds of Lamborghinis to that location when we had moved. We moved so many cars. It was a group of 5 people just moving cars all the way there. I was driving Murcielagos, Super Trofeos, Gallardos. Nick Jones actually drove, never mind, I can't say that. There's a lot of history behind my life that a lot of people don't know besides O'Gara and Forward. Before O'Gara, it was Symbolic Motors. That had shut down. Very big issue with it. Was just a bad experience, but I learned a lot from it and I'm thankful for it. But I felt like I wanted to share that with you. Yeah, hope you enjoyed that. To really give you a perspective, I've driven about 13 blocks from the old Lamborghini Newport Beach location. Here's South Coast Acura, where I currently manage that store, and then next door to it is Newport Coast Exotics right there. To give you one more perspective, how are you?
Good.
What's up, man?
Jimmy.
Jimmy Spencer.
Instagram, YouTube, like Snapchat, everything.
Can I do one of the egg white sandwiches, please? My main goal is just to like share the behind the scenes look at everything, because like when I was growing up, there was no one in my industry sharing their life to an extent where it was like everything. I've kind of been able to connect with so many more people. And it's fun because that's what the industry's about, is the people. You know, I'm not secretive, I'm about sharing everything, you know. Got your Instagram name too, huh?
Oh yeah. We can do a break.
Cool, Jimmy. Well, thanks for your time, dude.
Yeah.
It was nice meeting you, man.
Happy birthday, happy
Thank
New
you.
Year's.
So, a lot of you guys know that in my past videos, I drank so many of these strawberry refreshers. I don't recommend it because it's a little high in sugar sometimes because what they use, but this one has a little bit more strawberries in it, so it's a little more, I guess, healthier. I just picked up like an egg white sandwich of some sort. It's like a little egg white something. I'm cool with that.
Happy birthday, Spencer. Who's Spencer? Spencer. Your name is now Spencer.
This is my manager for Devoted
Happy
Society.
birthday, Spencer. Hey man, I know you're getting a lot of birthday messages.
There's a remix of it that's slowed down that Christian Guzman used, but check that out. Last night I went a little crazy on my Snapchat with posting a bunch of videos, so if you can, follow me on Snapchat at that photographer to see all my snaps that I upload. So this is actually the first time I'm using the new G7X. Let me know what you think in the comments below. You can see it's a little bit more of a tighter crop, and I think it can zoom. Not on video, but still, it doesn't look too bad. I think I've noticed, I look at the screen like a lot of vloggers, but this does feel pretty good as far as like quality and build. I'm going to Best Buy right now to go get some headphones, so I'll take this with me. When I had gotten my massage, they had one of these in the room, so I took it. I haven't had one in so long since I've been cutting. I'm gonna munch this right now. This is the first time having this camera outdoors. You can already see I have to reset the white balance on it, but it's not too bad. So this is the first time I've used this camera in my car. You can probably see that the angle is not like as wide, but the hardest part about this camera, the record button's on the back, and I want to press the shutter button to turn it on, but I just don't know how to reset it. So I'm gonna try to find a way to go online and reset everything so I can press that button to start recording a video. And it's only at 2% battery too, so I gotta go run to Best Buy to get headphones, and I'll see if I can get a battery for this, because I know I'm gonna run out of battery on this camera all the time. All right, I see parking over here by the guy with the giant TV. so many choices. I don't even know. Any Bluetooth for working out and for editing. Here's like a bunch of the beat stuff. I've just heard a lot of things that like when you work out in these, they just don't. I've heard that when you work out in these things, they get all sweaty. So you have to find ones that are like sweat proof, but I need stuff for like editing, so I'm not even sure what I want. Thinking about these ones here. These are JBL, a little bit better quality too. These ones are noise canceling as well. The other ones were not noise canceling. And then it's this size, so that one's way too big, but this one is like a little bit smaller. This one right here for... Yeah, I got it with me, man.
That was nice seeing you.
Yeah, you too. What was your name?
Jesus.
Nice to meet you, man. Take care. These are the Sony ones, which I think they look a little bit better and they sound like they have really good bass. Plus, I think they're only like, I think $100 for those. Yeah, 69 bucks. Not bad at all. I changed my mind. These ones are extra bass. They're a little bit bigger, but these ones did not feel comfortable on my ears. They were just too small. These are a little bit more bulkier, but I'm gonna use them for editing and working out like once in a while. I'll use my earbuds for the rest, but these are, I think the price on this is $129. So I guess we're gonna go with these ones for now. This is a very dangerous section. Phantom 3, Phantom 4. That's a good price point for it. I don't know though. There's a bunch of different ones you can choose from. The one that I want is the new Karma. Well, the drone. I don't know what that is, but I definitely want one of these soon. One of the things that I was looking for is like the mouth mount that you can literally put like a clamp in your mouth to hold onto your GoPro. And I don't know if these guys actually have it anywhere, but I'm trying to find one. All good to go. Thank you, Best Buy. This white balance is so off.